Oh boy, we're live. This is John Checky, co-founder of Checky Financial. What are we learning today? Well, in my case, I learned quite graphically that when you're filling out some paperwork to identify yourself as an accredited investor with Verify, a service that actually does that sort of thing, that you need to have statements generated by the financial institution. Okay, let me translate that into English. In other words, doing a recap of what your positions are. Even a householder report was unacceptable to these folks. So literally had to go back and one statement at a time for one account at a time, generate the proper documentation to say, hey, if you add all this up, guess what? It's more than the number that's needed to be called an accredited investor. Okay, that was one thing we learned. Another thing we learned today is that if you pass up the opportunity to spend a couple of hours watching a band set up and tune up and perform, and then go out to lunch with your wife afterward, you eliminate that. Actually, that's more like a 4-hour window. You have a lot more time to get things done, and it's quieter, and you can, no kidding, define your affirmation and your vision, pursue that, and actually accomplish some things. So, what have we done so far? We've looked at some reallocation ideas. We have had a great Osteo Strong workout, and we're oriented in terms of reoriented in terms of trying to do the deadlift part more and more each time is not so wonderful for your body because it puts additional stress on your skeleton. Stupid. Then I asked about how long does it take to get some increase in your bone density, and I was told about a year. So did my 4 different movements. I think I got 2 bests out of the 4. And let's see. The one that seems to have had the least gain actually is the deadlift one, where you just kind of bend over and straighten up. Still think that machine is not quite the right height, but that's another story. Still struggling with trying to get a nozzle off the end of a hose. So if you have any bright ideas on how to do that, I'd be all ears in terms of that. Oh, one other thing I learned today. I participated in something called the Speakers Playhouse, just a free tag-along Zoom. Holy guacamole, do those people have lots of energy and enthusiasm for what they were doing. It was wonderful. It was the best Zoom meeting I could ever recall being on because it had such energy associated with it. And everybody did their best to match the energy of the 2 hostesses. They did a spectacular job, so shout out to them for sure. What other things we're going to be doing today? In my case, I'll be making myself a grand kind of a lunch dinner out of some leftovers. And in terms of the how to have fun and still have money part of the program, I did get to talk to some folks at Osteo Strong and even showed them a book we had written called Spend Time and Save Money, Investing in Your Family, which is a wonderful book that JJ and I wrote, and it's certainly available on Amazon. Highly recommend you take a look at it. And if you like, giving us a positive review. And if not, give us some positive feedback so we can actually improve what we are doing. Looking for some other opportunities to help folks learn how to be happier just that quickly. So if you have any venues that would be helpful for you, let me know. This is John Checky, co-founder of Checky Financial, enjoying the simple act of being alive. Have fun, be well.